Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. This is Sir Josh Knowledge Nook, your learning corner. And for today's discussion, we are going to talk about K-12 Araling Panlipunan curriculum. Now, I would like to emphasize that what we're going to analyze and to discuss for today is the K-12 Araling Panlipunan curriculum and not the new modification of this curriculum, which is the Matatag curriculum. So probably we're going to have another video for that, but for the sake of today's discussion, we are going to tackle the established and still followed Araling Panlipunan curriculum for some other grades. But before we proceed on discussing this topic, please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to my channel. And now, let us start discussing the K-12 Araling Panlipunan curriculum, especially its content in the Philippine education system. But before we proceed on discussing that one, let us first discuss what is curriculum. So, curriculum is a standards-based sequence of planned experiences. So, I know naman that nakakita naman mo o sa ng curriculum and perhaps you have already used, diba, a curriculum. And usually, sa usa ka curriculum, dili na to makita ang mga planned experiences, no, na ato ang dapat itudlo is sa mga bata. And usually sa curriculum na to pud na makita ang mga different standards and competencies na ganahan sa educational system na makuha sa usa ka bata, especially for that specific subject. Right? So because sa curriculum, natin kasi klaseng standard na makita. So we have learning, um, we have content standard, performance standards, right? And we also have learning competencies. So all of those are planned experiences for all of our students. And remember that curriculum is a central guide for all educators as to what is essential for teaching and learning. So si curriculum will serve as the Bible of teachers. Diba? Because talk about Bible, it provides principles and frameworks for its followers. Diba? Para mag-guide ang mga followers sa religion. Diba? If unsa ang ilahang i-follow ng mga belief systems. So sa curriculum pod, it serves as a Bible for teachers because it lays out the framework, no, the guide and the contents that teachers must follow, especially during the teaching and learning process. So, muna siya nga curriculum is a central guide for all of us, especially educators. And the curriculum must include the necessary goals, methods, materials, and assessments to effectively support instruction and learning. Because curriculum, dili naman puro standards ang makita, dili naman siya puro learning competencies. We can also find there different materials or resources na pwede natong gamiton, 'di ba? Sa ato ang pag-teach. So that is what is curriculum. And now, let us try to see as to what is the content of the curriculum in Araling Panlipunan, especially here in the Philippines. So the elementary social studies curriculum in Philippine basic education, remember, is divided into two key stages. So what are these key stages? So we have key stage 1, which is Araling Panlipunan 1 and 3, and key stage 2, Araling Panlipunan 4 and 6. Remember, no, sa key stage 1, wala na lang dira appeal si kindergarten, but appeal jud na siya. Okay? So, again, key stage 1 is Araling Panlipunan 1 and 3, somehow included na po dira si kindergarten. And Araling Panlipunan 4 and 6. So remember that each of these stages has a corresponding standard addressing vital competencies needed to be achieved. So each of these stages na naa siya yung mga klase-klaseng mga standard na or goals na need, no, na ma-achieve sa to ang mga students. So let us try to discuss first key stage 1. So in key stage 1, Filipino learners are expected to demonstrate a basic understanding and values of self, family, school, and community, employing significant and related skills toward the attainment of an in-depth understanding of oneself in the context of his or her physical and social cultural environment, while being a member of a community and a bigger society. So, in key stage one, this is where we lay the foundation for our students, especially, di ba again, key stage one is from grades 1 to 3. So here, we're going to discuss to them now the basics first by understanding themselves, their family, and their school, para as they move on to the higher grade level, the difficulty also of learning will also increase. So muna siya. So, we are going to lay the foundation muna sa key stage 1 sa mga kinahanglan pang masabtan sa mga bata, especially about themselves, no, silang family, sa school, and their community. Because that is an important um, pillar or foundation para makasabot na sila sa mga higher na mga lessons. So we have here na kindergarten. So ano yung mga or so unsa man ang mga ipang discuss usually sa kindergarten. So the title of their topic usually is Ako at ang aking kapwa. So learners are expected to demonstrate a basic understanding of oneself and of others, being the foundation of social consciousness development. So sa kindergarten, so aside from understanding themselves, you're also going to understand others. So muna siya sa if you have witnessed kindergarten nga lesson especially wala jud na sila yung murag for example like araling panlipunan jud na very specific subject for aling panlipunan pero it is being integrated sa uban nila nga subject especially for example like sa Filipino. Okay? Then let's proceed to grade 1. So sa grade 1, kailangang um, theme or ako, ang aking pamilya at paaralan. So meaning, they are going to focus on discussing these contents that have something to do with them understanding um, themselves as a member of their family and of the school. So these values the physical environment in establishing personal and cultural identity. So this is the goal. No, itong giingon ganina, itong mga different standards na dapat makuha sa mga students, especially especially if the student or the pupil is in that certain grade level. So for grade 1 pupils, so atong target or ato ang goal is that they will be able to understand themselves as a member of their family and of the school. Now, for us to be able to attain this goal or standard nag-set, so here are the different topics or contents that we are going to teach them. So of course, since we are going to help our students understand themselves as a member of their family and their school, sama na siya nga we're going to have these contents understanding myself, no, the story of myself, valuing myself, knowing the members of my family, the story of my family, responsibilities of my family, valuing my family, school, story of my school, and so on and so forth. So probably if magtan ta sa sa content na sa curriculum for grade 1, diri na to i-discuss sa ilaha ang mga role nila sa family, 'di ba? And then we're also going to introduce to them the different members of the family, 'di ba? Sino si mama, ano ang role ni mama, 'di ba? Si papa ay ang haligi ng tahanan, right? Sa mga anak. Then also sa school pods, we're going to introduce to them the school, 'di ba? Especially that they are also member of the school. So that is sa grade 1. Okay? Then we also have for grade 2, so ang aking komunidad ngayon at noon. So ang goal for grade 2 or the standard that they have to attain is that after perhaps um after they complete grade 2, they will be able to demonstrate awareness, understanding, and appreciation towards the community's history using relevant concepts in power and authority, which is more on politics na side, leadership and responsibility, needs and wants, economics, identity, geography, and primary historical resources. So as you can see, we progress, diba, from one grade level to another. So if for kindergarten, they're going to focus on understanding themselves and their peers or their friends. Then by grade 1, they're going to still understand themselves, but as a member na of a certain social institutions. Diba? For example, like a family or a school. In grade 2, mas ni higher pod ang level of difficulty because, especially the topic, right? Because, as you can see, dili na lang more on themselves, but they're going now to see themselves, no, as a member of a community, which is kanang dako na nga scope. Okay? So for them to be able to attain this one, so we teachers are going to teach these lessons, specifically like knowing my community, the story of my community, the culture of my community, the livelihood, leadership and services, and my responsibilities in my community. So meaning, there is a grade 2 at doon ang i-introduce sa ilaha if unsa ang ilahang mga responsibilidad sa isip o sa membro sa community. And then we're also going to teach them, the culture, the story behind their community. Okay? So that is for grade 2. Meanwhile, for grade 3, so for grade 2 is more on community lang. Grade 3, ato pa yung gipa larger ang scope, di ba? Ang mga lalawigan sa aking rehiyon. So perhaps after the completed grade 3, so they are expected to be able to demonstrate a broad understanding of Philippine communities as part of provinces and regions, especially based on their biogeographical features, sociocultural attributes, and so on and so forth. And for them to be able to attain these competencies or standards. So we are going to discuss all of these contents in this grade level. So we're going to teach them the location of their province. So geographical based on instruments, the stories in their region, the rich culture of their region, valuing the identity of their region and the economies of my provinces in my region. So as you can see, diba, from one grade level to another again, the level of um, topics and the level of difficulty always increases. Okay, so that's also the scope, diba? So from being focusing on themselves, then being a part of social institution, then being a part of community, now being a part na of a larger scale, which is a region. Okay, and yeah, so that is again for key stage 1, which we are going to lay the foundation of understanding themselves as part of family, school, community, and even the region. Now, for key stage 2, it highlights learners' productivity in being a member of Philippine society. Specifically, that the stage will intend to let learners demonstrate knowledge and skills as a productive, responsible, and patriotic Filipino, employing skills such as critical thinking, sound decision making, creativity, sustainable use of resources, and effective communication, among others, toward national development. So if sa key stage 1 is that we are just laying the foundation, no, mga basic lang ang atong gipantudlo sa ilaha. Sa key stage 2, diri na masud ang ato ang um, letting them be we're going to teach them na, okay, so how to be a productive and responsible Filipino. So doon sa mga different na mga topics sa pang discuss sa ilaha. So sa grade 4, so they will be focusing on discussing ang bansang Pilipinas. So, since mo man ang ilahang topic, so the goal are for them to develop national pride in being a Filipino who will value cultural diversities and national goals. So, and for us to be able to attain these goals or these standards, so we have their different topics or contents. So we're going to teach them what is the Philippines, its location, its geographical features, its natural resources and industries. So probably didn't to ipang tudlo sa ilahan no, ang mga different likas na yaman ng bansa, 'di ba? Ang government, okay, so mga nana. And then, if pag sa grade 2, okay, we're going to teach them about the responsibilities as a member of community. Sa grade 4, ato pa siyang i-level up by introducing to them the rights and responsibilities as a citizen of a specific country, especially the Philippines. Okay, so we're going na to introduce to them their rights and their responsibilities, no? Mga karapatan nila at tungkulin. Now for grade 5, so pagbuo ng Pilipinas bilang nasyon. So here, um, we're going na no to discuss to our students no the how was Philippines formed as a nation, na especially with the rich history of the Philippines before it was a free nation. Okay, so it manifests understanding and appreciation of the formation of the Philippine archipelago, including the development of Philippine civilization until the 19th century. So I'm talking about um, before we become a free nation, because of course naman no, we are familiar with the history of the Philippines, that we are once part of Spain as we are colonized by Spaniards. And so here in this grade level, mo na nga i-discuss diri og unsa tong mga panghitabo before nga dili pa free ang Philippines, di ba? So discuss po diri ang mga different um history no sa wa pa pod niabot ang mga colonizers. So we're going to discuss the emergence of Philippine civilization, the ancient Philippine culture and society. So probably dito na to ipang-introduce ang mga pamumuhay ng mga sinaunang Pilipino. Okay? So sa ang antas ng kanilang pamumuhay, 'di ba? Their social stratification, 'di ba? Itong mga Maharlika, Malaya, tapos mga aliping sa gigilid, aliping namamahay sa mga inana. So, dito na to i-discuss sa grade 5. Then, after that one, we're going na to discuss the Philippines during the Spanish colonization, the policies and impacts of Spanish colonization, and until may arrive ta sa Filipino nationalism, wherein there are already a lot of Filipinos, especially those known heroes who really worked hard to free Philippines from the oppressors or from the Spaniards. So, muna siya. But basically, in grade 5 again, we're going to teach them on understanding and appreciating the formation of the Philippine archipelago. And grade 6, so since this is the highest grade level for elementary, so of course, we're also going to teach them not just the basic information, and not just more on the lower order, but we'll now going to mold them. Right? Ito na silang i-develop no, into an informed um, children for tomorrow. Charing. Oo, sa mga inana. Okay? So, in grade 6, so, we're going na to discuss about mga hama tugon sa pagkabansa. Okay? So here, our students will be able to demonstrate understanding and appreciation of the nation's history from the 20th century until the contemporary period for them to be able to develop Filipino identity and nationhood. So meaning, dili na to i-develop no ang pagiging patriotic ato mga students of being pagiging proud of being a Filipino. Okay? Oo. So na siya. However, in this slide, I wasn't able to really change the topics because these are still the topics of grade 5. But basically, in grade 6, we're going to teach them how to appreciate the nation, especially not just what happened before, but we're going to look at the Philippines sa mas advanced na period during the 20th century until the contemporary period. So probably there's as a grade 6, will focus na on the formation of the Philippines during after na sa mga different wars, especially after the colonization period nga nahitabo. So diri sa grade 6 nato pang discuss ang mga different presidents, no? Ang mga different republic that was formed here sa Philippines, especially after the American period. Then diri po introduce nato ang mga different ang mga presidente sa Pilipinas, starting from Emilio Aguinaldo until if until perhaps Duterte, right? Since siya man jud ang pinaka-latest na former president. So mga inana. Then we also talk to in grade 6 we're also going to talk about different agricultural reforms that happened before, taxation and all. Okay, so that is for grade 6. So overall, as you can observe, 'di ba? Ako na siyang gina-repeat pero ako ang gapon siyang utrohon 'no, na again, sa social studies curriculum based on what you have observed na from one grade level to another, magtika advance 'no, ang mga lesson. Kay from the basic, from the foundation ng mga topics or ng mga contents, magtika higher pod ang or magtika lisod pod ang difficulty. So yeah, that's it. So I hope that you have learned something today, especially with regards to the K-12 Araling Palipunan curriculum. I wish I could discuss the new curriculum, which is the Matatag curriculum. However, it is still not yet complete because the implementation process is still ongoing. No, the pilot implementation is still ongoing. So if ganahan mo mag-download sa Matatag Curriculum, ang inyo ra pang makita is grade 4 and grade 7 because wala pa man siya na-implement sa tanang grade level. So once na tanan na no ang na-implementan or probably mo na jud ang ginagamit sa DepEd. So we're going to change again our discussion regarding social studies curriculum because we are also going to to use also the latest curriculum. Okay, so I hope that you have learned something, and if you do, please don't forget to like, share my channel, Sir Josh Knowledge Nook, your learning corner. Bye.